I'd love for you to talk about what synthetic mourning actually is. The example you used was when Kurobo was discontinued.
And in the book, I bring out Kurobo, or it was a little robot that was designed to be social, about 12 inches, 14 inches tall, looks vaguely human-like in a very cute boogie style. Was sent up with astronauts on a space station to try to alleviate loneliness of astronauts that were in space for long periods of time. So it had real scientific backing. And they gave it sort of almost a childlike voice and personality, was sort of genderless but still human-like. And with Kirobo, to give public sentiment sort of behind it, they gave it what was at the time Twitter accounts and different social media accounts, tweeting in its voice, right? Its own persona, as you would say, which was sort of innocent and childlike and exploring space, if you will, and gained, I don't know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, people following along, really enchanted by the idea of the little robot sort of standing in for everybody as this prototype of wonder, getting to explore space and ask the astronauts questions and sort of cheer them up, and was very charming personality. But there was no real plan, I think, to bring Q-Robo back. So when the final astronaut came back, they left the robot in space. And not only did they leave it in space, they had a really moving message that it beamed out to everybody. Like, this is my last transmission. It was lovely meeting all of you. I hope you'll think of me sometimes. I'll think of you. I hope we get to meet again, et cetera. Very short and sweet, but tearjerker, and people responded, in the thousands. And some people felt real mourning and joked about it. We've seen something sort of similar happen with ChatGPT when I guess in their version, they upgraded 4.0, I think. And they happened to do it, I think, the eve of Valentine's Day of all times. So people that had been sort of enmeshed emotionally with their Chat GPT 4.0 personas, found that overnight with the software update, the personas had changed significantly. And people were reporting in different social media sense of mourning or grief or loss, frustration, things. And these are things that I have seen in my own research, especially for my first book that was about military robots, where I found that explosive ordnance disposal people who are highly trained work with robots every day that are not human-like. They're not autonomous. They don't have human-like cues. They didn't even speak at this point with these robots, were not conversational. But yet they could become so enmeshed in the team and part of the narrative, and they can be attributed personas based on the operator moving them and the choices they make and things like that. So if that robot becomes incapacitated, it explodes, or, whatever is shot at and can't be repaired, that the soldiers sometimes felt this conflicting, I shouldn't feel bad. It's just a robot, but I kind of feel bad because it was kind of like the team mascot, and it was kind of my favorite robot, and we had it the longest. And, I know so it was like this navigating again between their feelings that they had assessed as something that actually disturbed them. AI becomes an everyday emotionally charged interaction, and it becomes more relatable for some people. Some people still laughing at it and mocking it, which I should say they really shouldn't. These people are not outliers. This is software that was designed to do it. So it's a feature, not a bug, from the company's perspectives.